All that growth is very good, very welcome. In the recession, we went down to 18.5 million passengers. We're now back up to 28. But like any growth company, that produces lots of pain. Some of the key pieces of pain for us is how we develop our infrastructure to cope with that growth. We think of the business as a factory, so we look at each part of that factory, each part of the day, try to bring on enough capacity to meet our customers' needs on a timely basis. We've quietly been expanding the infrastructure over the last number of years, essentially rebuilding Terminal 1 very carefully. If you think from the car park through security, expanding security, the shops just before Christmas, the new arrivals area, and we're also working through this year the actual departures area. So Terminal 1 will feel and look like a brand new terminal by the time we're finished later this year. And there's a reason for that, to be able to persuade our customers and passengers to be very, very happy in using it. Terminal 2, we've also been adding capacity on the car park side, on the security side, and particularly over the last 12 months, our key constraints have been airside. We've been bringing on more stands, places to park airplanes, and you'll see more of that happening this year. And you'll also see more remote piers, you'll see more busing, and you'll see some expansions on the actual airside. But of course, the big challenge we're facing is now on the runway side, where we actually communicated last April that we're moving forward with our third runway, our northern parallel runway. And I'll talk about that a little bit more. I suppose maybe just standing back for a moment and saying why, what's the need and why now? The need is because our core role and the key reason we're on the planet is actually to provide the essential infrastructure to let this country operate and to help support develop the economy. Whether that's for tourism, which is a prime industry, whether it's foreign direct investment that we have so much of and value so much, whether it's for Irish trade that is increasingly going international, that's our core purpose, to actually help support that and drive it and make this a better economy. If you look at the actual scale of the numbers, we did an economic impact study about 18 months ago, and there's about 100,000 jobs directly associated with Dublin Airport, of which about 15,000 are directly on our campus. That's about 7 billion of GDP, which is about 4% of the national GDP. As we bring on the new runway, that will create about 1,200 jobs through the life of the project. There'll be about 7,000 jobs by the mid-2020s when we're up and fully running, and there'll be about 31,000 jobs when we're complete at full capacity, a long time down the road in the future.